$1,200, $1,500, $8,000, all from individual shorts that were written by AI. You see, I used to use ChatGPT, which would take hours to produce a month's worth of short scripts for a single channel. And since I ran multiple channels, I found myself spending such a long time on script writing, and oftentimes ChatGPT would produce scripts that couldn't even retain viewers. So I was spending so much time creating scripts that didn't even go viral most of the time because of how bad they were. But since then, I have figured out how to generate better scripts faster and easier. Now I generate a month's worth of scripts in just minutes, and they don't sound like AI, and they actually get high retention and go viral. I've been using this tool for a while now for all of my channels, and it's helped me write viral shorts in multiple niches that have generated thousands of dollars. The tool I use is called Poppy AI, and it's basically an AI visual workspace where you can feed it literally anything for context. Unlike other AI tools, you can paste in a video link from any social media platform, and it can watch that video and read the transcript. You can upload documents, audio recordings, websites, and it can use all of that as context when writing your scripts, which means the more that you feed it, the better the scripts become. And each project is separated into its own board with its own memory and context. So that allows me to have different boards for each one of my channels. And I've used Poppy not just for shorts, which will be the main focus of this video, but I've used it for long form content. Believe it or not, I even used it to help me write this video. I've used it to write TikToks, and I've even used it to help me write course content. So I'm telling you, this tool will give you such a crazy advantage when it comes to creating content. So here's exactly how I use Poppy to generate 100 viral worthy short scripts in just minutes. How I use the tool that has generated me millions of views and thousands of dollars. I'm going to show you how to write scripts for literally any niche, how you can write better shorts than your competitors, and the process is just 3 simple steps: training Poppy on your niche, ideation, and script writing. But first, before we get into it, you must understand the 2 main types of shorts. There's script dependent shorts where the script comes first in the video creation process. The script is the idea, and then the footage is found or created afterwards to go along with the narration. And then there's footage dependent, where the footage is found or created first, and the footage is the idea, and then the script is written to narrate that footage. This would be the viral commentary niche, for example. But firstly, let me show you how to write scripts for the script dependent style, where the script is the idea, right? So here we are in Poppy. This is what it looks like after you sign up. And if you sign up with my link and use the code down below, you're actually going to get $25 off. But you can come up here and click new board or click N on the keyboard. And here we are. This is what it looks like. It's basically a canvas, but I'm going to name this script dependent. But you have the option to use one of these templates right here. Both are quite useful. This is what it looks like. You can give context for your business and your voice and content. And then it already has information in here, like a list of viral hooks and script writing frameworks, right? So it lays out the full step-by-step process, but I'm going to show you how I actually do it. I don't use these templates. I do it my own way. So like I said, the first step is training Poppy on your niche. So we're going to want to come over here and select group, and we're going to name this competitor channels. So basically you're going to want to paste in at least 2 to 5 competitor channels into that group right there. So for the sake of example, we're going to be using the AI skeleton history niche. You know, what if you spent 1 week in some sort of historical time period? But you can do this for literally any niche where the script comes first. It doesn't need to be these AI visuals. It can be a niche where the footage is found online, or Minecraft parkour gameplay, whatever. This is just for any niche where the script is the idea, the script comes first, right? But we can copy in this channel right here. So now we're going to want to paste in those channels. So come over here and click website, and then we can paste in the URL to the channel. And then we can do the same for the other channel. So I'm going to copy the URL and paste it into here. And here we go. We have our 2 competitor channels, but the more the better, obviously. This is so Poppy can really see examples of channels within this niche, you know, the title of their content. And then I also do this so that way I can just come and I can click on the links for the competitors and I can see what type of content is currently working for them. But we're going to come here and we're going to create another group. And inside of this group right here, we're going to name this viral competitor shorts. And inside of here, we're going to want to put at least 10 to 20 of the most viral shorts on our competitors' channels. So if I come here and I have a sort by most popular, I can copy a link address and go back to Poppy and paste it inside of here. And as you can see, it's transcribing. So now inside of our board, Poppy can see this video. It can see its transcript. And I'm going to go do this for some more shorts and I'll get right back to you in a moment. And here I've put into the group 18 viral competitor shorts. All of them have at least 1 million views, many of them quite more than that. So these are examples of viral worthy shorts, and this will help train Poppy to be able to write shorts just like these. And now I have some text down below in the description for you to copy and paste into here. So here it is right here, but these are just some directions. You can edit this however you want. So do not copy any of the exact topics or scripts from the competitors. Take inspiration from them, but make original topics and original scripts. Follow their structure of quick engaging hook, build up, and abrupt end after the payoff. Do not include any CTAs, so no call to actions to subscribe or anything like that. Unless you want it, you can provide that specific direction. And then the script should be 30 to 60 seconds long. Let's do for this niche 50 to 60 seconds long. And then also we want to put in our niche. Niche is history, okay? And we could provide more detail if necessary, but I think this is good enough. And this would be the main context that I would put into Poppy. You can also record your voice so you can explain exactly what your niche is, what you want inside of your content. You can do that to give it more context. You can also upload a document. So for example, let's say you had a YouTube short script writing guide. Well, then you could put that in here as well. It's just the more you put into this, the more context you give, the more credits you will end up using. But from my experience, the base plan gives more than enough credits to run multiple shorts channels. So step 2, like I said, is ideation. So we're going to come up here. We can also click C on the keyboard, but we're going to add an AI chat and we can drag it right over here. And now you see these little circles right here. So basically these are connectors. We're going to want to drag and connect each piece of context to the chat. All right. So we're going to do this for all 3 of these right here. And there we go. But now one of the things that makes Poppy so superior to other AI chatbots is it actually has all the AI chatbots within it. So you have Claude, you have ChatGPT, you even have Nano Banana, you can generate images, but there's Grok, there's Gemini. So you've got all the best AI models in here, but it says right here that Claude is the best model for ideation and scripting. And from my experience, that is true. ChatGPT kind of sucks nowadays when it comes to script writing. At least that's my opinion. I typically use Claude. And now we're just going to talk to it like a human and ask it to generate ideas. But let's make the chat full screen like this. And let's say to it, give 10 viral topic ideas in this niche based on our competitors. Make sure these topics have not yet been done by them, but have potential to go even more viral than theirs. And let's send. So now it's understanding exactly what this niche is, and it identifies gaps, topics that have not yet been done, so that we actually have potential to go more viral. Because if we just copy one of their topics without much change, why would ours go more viral than theirs, right? And step 3 is script writing. So now we can literally just select the ones that we want, but I'm actually going to prompt it. I'm going to say, write 3 in the exact writing style of our competitors. And here we go. It's that easy. It just wrote us our full script, and we could copy this, paste it into an AI voiceover generator. You can even actually create voiceovers inside of Poppy. So if you click this button, and you can download it right here. But at the time of recording this video, there's not really any options when it comes to different voiceovers. So I wouldn't actually recommend this feature right here at the moment. I would recommend just copying and pasting this into an AI voiceover generator of your choosing. But now what this video is all about, how do we actually generate these scripts in bulk? Because back when I was just using ChatGPT, it was really tough for me to generate good high quality scripts in bulk and for it to keep all the context that I gave it. Poppy solves that issue. So basically what we would do is we would go back to ideation. We can say, give me 10 more ideas. And now what I could say, now that I have these 10 options, I could choose the best ones. So for example, let's say I liked 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9. Okay, so this is 6 right here, and I'm going to click generate, and here we go. Now it's going to write all 6 of those scripts all at once in the same high quality that it did previously. And now in under a minute, we have 6 new viral worthy scripts generated from thin air, right? And then we could go one by one, copy and pasting this into an AI voiceover generator. And now literally what I do is I just do this on repeat for my channels. I just have it bulk create ideas, and then I choose the best ones. And of course, sometimes you're going to want to edit them, and you're going to want to say change that, or you can do this to make it better. But as you can see, just with the steps we went over, it's created some very high quality scripts that actually have the potential to go viral like our competitors. So that is how you can quickly and easily make an endless amount of scripts for script dependent content. You can definitely see how you could really produce hundreds of scripts in just one sitting. And like I said, you can do this for any niche that follows the format of the script being the idea. I've done it for animal facts, for example, which is actually the niche that got me this bonus gold and play button, and a few of my silvers. But now let me show you how to do it for footage dependent content. Viral commentary over a clip, right? I also use Poppy for that niche, and it's brought me millions of views. So for this type of content, it's actually only going to be 2 steps within Poppy, because since the footage is the idea, Poppy can't generate the footage. So you have to get the footage separately first before this process. But step 1 is training. So like before, you want to make a group with viral competitor shorts, but in this case, you do not necessarily need to include the competitor channels. Since Poppy being able to see all the topics or titles that have been done before, that's less important. But you could still get your competitor channels just for organization purposes and put them in a group, just you don't need to connect them to the Poppy chat. But here I've went ahead and I've put in a bunch of viral commentary shorts. I've put in some text also, so I have this in the description, but the goal of the board is to create viral-worthy clip commentary scripts following the exact style of the viral competitor shorts. I will place raw content into current short group, so I have that group right here, along with additional notes if any. You will then analyze what is happening and write a script with maximum viral potential. Turn the clip into a story. You can even exaggerate if necessary or make things up that could theoretically go along with the clip, and you can edit this however you want. Maybe you don't want that last part in there, but it's up to you and the style that you are going for. Now, in addition to that, I've also put in the tutorial video for this niche from my channel. So this video also goes over how to find clips a bit for this niche and what to look for. So if you need more help with this niche, you can watch that video. But I also put in some text. This video explains the niche that we are doing and the process. But now for step 2, which is script writing, what we want to do is put the clip inside of here, inside of current short. So it's going to watch the clip and it's going to write commentary for it. So we can click U on the keyboard or click this right here to upload files and media, and then we can drop files right here. And I have a clip here, for example. It's just a woman carrying a bunch of drinks, and other similar clips have gone viral before. But I'm going to drag the file into here, click done, and here we go. We can put it inside of current short right here. And now let's go to the chat and make it full screen. For this, we're not necessarily going to want to use Claude. We want to use Gemini, since this has the ability to actually watch the clip. So the first thing that I would usually do is make sure that Poppy deeply understands the writing style. So I'm going to say deeply analyze all of our competitor shorts and their wording / writing style. We want to be able to recreate their exact style. Okay, and there we go. I'm going to ask it, can you see our current short? All right, and it gave an understanding. So now I'm going to say, write 5 viral variations in the exact competitor style to give commentary over the current short clip. And here we go. Now it's giving us 5 different versions. And just looking at these, it turns a very basic clip into something new and transformative with an actual entertaining story. Like this one, for example. This waitress noticed that all the other servers were struggling to carry more than a few beers at a time, but she knew a secret technique that allowed her to do the impossible, right? And then we could edit this a bit more. So let's do version 3, but you know, it doesn't end with her finishing the stack. It shows her actually walking to go deliver them. So I'm going to say, let's do version 3, but write more to commentate over her walking. Give a couple variations of that. And now it's given us 2 different variations that continue the story. And the more clips that we give it, the more critiques that we give it for each clip and help it improve, well, it's going to keep all that memory and context, right? So it's going to keep getting better at script writing. And then eventually we might just be able to put multiple clips in here at a time, and it can write multiple viral scripts at once, just like how we did earlier. And that's how you write viral commentary scripts quickly with Poppy. And obviously it won't be as fast as the example earlier, you know, when we were doing script dependent, because for viral commentary content, first you have to find a clip to narrate over, of course, instead of just being able to generate endless ideas. But this is still way faster than the way that most people write commentary scripts. So that is how I use Poppy to write viral short scripts. I prefer this tool over any AI scriptwriter I've used. Claude is definitely my favorite chatbot when it comes to script writing, and this tool makes using it way more effective with the ability to add and remove context so easily and see it so visually. It's the best way to write scripts. So like I said, you can use the discount that I have down below, but I actually have an even bigger discount exclusively for members of my school community, linked down below as well, along with even more exclusive Poppy tutorial viral content to help you write scripts even faster and more efficiently. So be sure to check that out. Along with that, I also have a massive list of hundreds of niches and competitor channels that I'm frequently adding to. The competitor channels that I used in this video were actually taken from the niche index inside of Short School. So you can take those competitor channels, put them and their shorts into Poppy, and write viral content in that niche. But anyways, I hope this tutorial was useful to you, and I'll see you later.